So students, in our previous slides, we have studied about the different types of the heterotrophic plants, such as insectivorous plants, saprophytic plants, and parasitic plants. In these slides, we will discuss about the fourth type of the heterotrophic plant, that is symbiotic plants. Symbiotic nutrition. So such type of the nutrition in which the organisms take the mutual benefit are known as symbiotic nutrition. So what are symbiotic plants? Such plants that live in association with other organisms, share food and other resources. Both the types mutually gain from each other. Such plants are called symbiotic plants, and the relationship is called symbiotic. A very good example is lichens or the rhizobium and the pea plants. As I have written on the slide that when two different plants belonging to two different categories show a close association, they are termed as symbiotic. In this, both the plants are benefited from each other. It means they are getting the mutual benefit. Unlike the parasitic plants, in which the one plant, that is the parasites, get the benefit while the host plant is not getting any benefit, but in the symbiotic association, both the plants is getting mutual benefit. We will discuss with the examples in the next slide. As here I have given you the two pictures of the symbiotic plants, that is the lichens and the rhizobium. Lichen. So first we will deal here what are lichens. Lichens are an association between a fungus and microscopic chlorophyll containing organisms, that is green alga. The alga provides nutrients to the fungus, and the fungus helps the algae to grow in harsh conditions and places where they would otherwise not survive. So in this example, we are saying that both the organisms are benefiting each other. On the one hand, we know that there is a green alga that contains the chlorophyll, so they are able to perform the process of photosynthesis and can make their own food. So by providing food, it is providing nutrition to the fungus. In return, fungus helps the alga to grow in such a harsh condition where they would otherwise not survive. So both the organisms are getting mutual benefit. There is a second picture. You are seeing that there is a close association of the rhizobium with the pea. Rhizobium is what? Rhizobium is the soil bacteria that remain present in the soil. So how pea plant and rhizobium are showing the symbiotic association. The roots of plants like pea contains bacteria called rhizobium. Rhizobium converts atmospheric nitrogen into plant usable forms, that is ammonia. The plant in turn provides nutrients for the bacteria's growth. So in two ways they are helping each other. We know that plants are not able to take the direct nitrogen from the atmosphere. It can only take the nitrogen in its compound form, and this is one of the help that is provided by the rhizobium to the pea plant. Rhizobium is the bacteria that live in the root nodules of the pea plant and convert the nascent nitrogen into the plant usable forms, and in turn the plant provides nutrition to the rhizobium for its growth. So in this way we can say that there is a symbiotic plants that show the mutual benefit from each other. Now we have discussed all the 4 parts of the heterotrophic plants. Now here we are going to use one thing, that is replenishment of nutrients in the soil. Plants use the mineral nutrients, especially nitrogen, present in the soil for their growth. As a result, there is a depletion of nitrogen in the soil over a period of the time. Manures and fertilizers are used to replenish the nutrients in the soil. Means when the plants are grown in the same field again and again, then the soil will become deficient in certain nutrients, minerals, and especially nitrogen. So they became depleted. So how the soil of nutrients in the soil can be replenished? So the first way is the addition of the manures and the fertilizers that will add the nutrients like nitrogen. But besides nitrogen, they also contain potassium and phosphorus needed by plants for healthy growth. The second way by which the nutrients in the soil can be replenished is the symbiotic association of rhizobium and leguminous plants like pea. That is a natural way of replenishing the soil with nitrogen. So sometimes farmers grow leguminous plants alternately with other crops to restore the nitrogen content of the soil. So in this case, we have seen how the soil has been replenished. Now this is the mind map of all the chapter that we have read. Now we are at the end and it's a time to recapitulate the lesson. The first is the nutrition in plants. We have come up. The nutrition is the process by which the food is taken in and is used by the body. The 2 modes of the nutrition in plant, that is the autotrophic and the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. In the autotrophic, photosynthesis takes place. It is one of the process through which the autotrophic plants can make their own food. Now, what are the different raw materials, or we can say what are the different conditions necessary for the photosynthesis? The first one is the carbon dioxide, light, then the chlorophyll and the water. Now, if we are moving to the heterotrophic mode of nutrition, so there are 4 types of the heterotrophic plants. The first one is the parasitic, example Venus flytrap. The second one is the saprotrophic phytic, that is the bladder, that is the Indian pipe. The third one is the insectivorous plant, for example pitcher plant, and the fourth one is the symbiotic plant, for example lichens, or the association of the rhizobium with the leguminous plants like pea plants. Now here I have given some questions based on the whole based on the content that I have discussed in this slide. These are some of the assignment in which multiple choice questions has been given and some long and the short answers has been given.